just make him tell you so much he can say. You remained my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. To me you're like a growing addiction that I can't deny. Now won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, the light is the gloom on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose. And kissed by when it all goes away. I've been kissed by a rose. There is so much else man can tell, so much I can say. You remain, you're my power, my pleasure, my pain. To me you're like a growing addiction that I can't deny. Now won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss of the rose on the grave. Oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, the light hits the gloom on the grave. To a kiss from a rose on the grave. Oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, the light hits the gloom on the grave. Now that your rose is in bloom, the light hits the gloom on the grave.
Hey, at last I found it, fella. A dog food that actually makes nutrition taste good. Just think, New Gaines meal is nutritious and you'll eat it.
Oh, fella, you're really gonna like this brand new Gaines meal.
You see, every nugget is basted for flavor. Basted to give New Gaines meal a taste and aroma that dogs can't resist. And let's face it, I mean, you are a dog.
And look at this small nugget size. It makes Gaines meal easy for you to eat.
And easy for me to mix.
What'd I tell you? Gaines does make nutrition taste good.
I'll see you later, fella. Get brand new Gaines meal, the dog food that makes nutrition taste good.
Now buy 5 pounds of Gaines meal and save 6 cents. 10 pounds, save 15 cents. 25 pounds, save 25 cents.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. 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 BOOMER, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur day. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer, whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Okie dokie, boomer.
Okie dokie, Boomer. Here we are. Are you ready to go get 6 cents off your 5 pounds of Gaines burgers? Are you?
I am.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
yummy.
That's what us bikers do. That's what we eat, us old age bikers, the Boomer bikers. So
Yeah.
I miss my bike. Did you ever
You
have a
miss your
bike,
bike?
Shanda?
No, but I've been on the back of plenty.
I bet you have. I see you're dressed for the occasion too.
I'm dressed as Kate.
You're dressed as Kate. I saw. Hey, Kate, I saw those pictures. Hubba. You're looking
Hubba,
good.
hubba.
You look great. I love that.
Kate's such a
nice
badass.
post. She is a badass. Hey, everybody. Good to see you all. We have a special show tonight. It's a Birthday-palooza. I don't know how much palooza we're going to have in the palooza, but we have a little bit of fun, a couple of surprises, and it's great to see everybody. Kamshwari Kate is in the house first. Red Angel is in the house.
Hi.
Popeye, what's going on, Popeye? Hardlands Media, Kit is in the house.
Kit. How you doing, Kit?
How you doing, Kit? What's going on, Kit?
We worry about you, Kit.
We worry about you, man. You were AWOL on Friday. I hope everything's okay at your end. And let me see who else we've got in here. Vic is in the house. Happy birthday, Shanda. Vicky says, "Yay, Vicky!"
So many birthday wishes. Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah, the birthday thing. We've got Mastermind Hour, of course. Good to see you, Mastermind. Chris Alger, good to see you. And let me see, Natalie Williams. Oh, look at all the flowers. She's got your favorite sunflowers in there too, Shanda.
I love the sunflowers, and my girlfriend yesterday spoiled me rotten. She got me my own personalized bag with my name and sunflowers, and it was full of nothing but sunflower stuff. I mean,
Right on.
dish towels, and oh my God, I got so much cool sunflower stuff.
Right
so.
on. That is
I
so
love the
nice.
sunflower. I think I'm going to get a sunflower tattoo. I think that's my next venture.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I don't have any ink on me that I'm aware of.
Well, you're a boomer. Of course not.
Yeah, I was too busy doing other stuff, I guess. Fred Edward is in the house. Network Supreme, Mr. Fred Edward. Thank you so much for all your work networking us around the net, social media. Wonderful. Thank you, Fred. We do appreciate it. Fingerman, what's going on, Fingerman? Crone of
What's up,
Heresy
Fingerman?
is in the house. Let me see. Anthony's here. We got something special for you, Anthony, coming right up. So you stick around a few minutes. And let me see who else do I have here? I think I got, do you have somebody else coming in there?
Mastermind says I had my "I'm with her" tattoo redone to say "I'm with herpes," so it's far less embarrassing.
I like that. Look at all those cakes. Kit's
That'll
throwing
work.
birthday cake
No,
at you.
you guys in the cakes are going to make me fat with all the cake you're throwing at me.
Mouse FS is in SF is in the house, and I told him you have to bring your own cake. So that's just how it goes. Yeah, it does. Let me see. I'm trying to get everybody done here. Lady Alex, thank you for the very kind. Lady Alex sent me a tweet today or a text today. It was very kind and thoughtful. I really appreciate that, Lady Alex. Very nice.
Lady Alex
Thank
has
you.
been so supportive of me through my journey. So many of you have, but there's some of you that have been above and beyond just in my box, and I know I can reach out anytime I need somebody to talk to.
Oh, we so appreciate. I personally appreciate that too. Anything you guys do for Shanda is tops. You tops.
Popeye, what's up, Popeye? No,
Jilly Love is in the house. Maud Maven, Jilly, good to see you, Jilly. Let me see. I'm getting down to the bottom, I think, here. Just keep
How do you
Steve G
untwist
is
yourself?
right here. Hey, Steve G. Good. Jody Havel is in the house. Hi, all fell
amazing.
asleep and
Crazy.
missed the Wednesday night show. That's okay. You can go rewatch it.
That's okay.
I'm
No one's
surprised
got
we
to do
didn't get in trouble for that show, Shanda. We said a couple of things that might have got us.
You
in the
know, that
doghouse.
always happens when we bring Sister Amber on board. We
Yeah,
kinda cut
boy.
loose.
Yeah, that's okay. We haven't caught any yet. Reefer After Dark. I hope you guys caught
Hey, Reef,
Reefer.
what's up?
Reef and Colin show. It was great tonight. Just
me
before
some
our
Care Bear.
show. If you haven't seen it, go check out Reef and Care Bear. And let me see. Wow, the list goes on. We got the chattiest chat on the net, I swear, and it's good chat. It's not a bunch of bullshit.
No,
So
awesome
nice to see you guys. Riley Martin, good to see you. Me. Yeah, I see you, Riley Martin. Lawrence Fine is in the house. And I think I am at the bottom of the list here. You have some people you want to shout out?
I got some people. Let's see. Kick. We got people hanging out on Kick. Anyways, I don't know who it is, but Lucas01909. Well, thanks for joining us. Catalytic Centaur is hanging out at the
Catalytic Centaur.
trailer park.
Right
And
on.
over on the Rumble, we got Two Kite coming in from Alaska. Thanks for joining us. Along with Ghost Start, Salatsky, and Mr. Worthless Eater. Thanks for
Mr. Worthless
joining us.
Eater, what's going on? Do we have anybody watching on Twitter, or do you know?
Let me look. A lot of times I don't bring the Twitter up because the chats are weird on Twitter. Let me know, do any of you guys actually hang out in the Twitter chats and get responses from the people that are live? Because like I like watching people on X, but there's the commentators are never in the chats there. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
says we have 16 views, but I don't see anybody chatting there. So yeah,
Okay.
it's just a weird place where people don't actually interact in real time chat, if you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. We are not about the numbers here at all. We are about
Hell
the
no,
people.
we're about the community.
And
Yep.
we don't fault anybody for chasing numbers, because a lot
Thank
of
you.
you
I am
know,
very healthy.
Go right at Shannon and I were talking about, that's a lot of pressure to do that every single day, you know.
So chase numbers?
Yeah,
We've never
they-
chased numbers.
We don't
Yeah.
chase them because we couldn't if we wanted to. We're not healthy enough, believe me. But
Did you see
uh,
Jimmy pulling clickbait shit on fucking X yesterday?
No,
You know that where you'll be scrolling and it'll say, "What do you see in this?" Like, comment below. Do you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Have you
I
seen
didn't
those
see that.
posts? Yeah, it's clickbait. Freaking, it's engagement farming, and I fucking hate that shit. If it says, "Tell me what you see," I'm like, I just want to go tell him to F off. Like, tell me what you see. What the hell is the point of this post? It just irritates the shit out of me. And yeah, I saw Jimmy put one of those up, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, Jimmy? Seriously?"
Tell Misha to subtly tell him. Hey,
He
knock
doesn't
off
need
that
to do
bullshit.
that. He doesn't need to do that. But hey, on the same note, guess who his birthday is also today?
I know who it is. You tell everybody. Whose birthday is it today, Shanda?
It's Kurt's birthday.
Kurt!
Metzger.
Kurt!
Yes, I am so happy I share a birthday with Kurt because I think Kurt's fucking hilarious. In the beginning, Kurt rubbed me the wrong way. I kind of didn't like him. But now he's the only reason I tune in to Jimmy, honestly, because his interruptions crack me the fuck up. And honestly, he brings a lot of good information that melts Jimmy's mind that Jimmy doesn't have no clue about. So I'm a big Kurt fan. and
Kurt's still a little underrated as far as I'm concerned.
I
As
agree.
far
Kurt is hilarious.
as far as he gets around a lot. Who did he used to write for, or who does he write for? He writes for.
He's done some big time shit in his life. I don't know, but he's
Yeah.
funny, man.
Yeah, well, we appreciate Kurt, and I think I like his laugh. I always have been. Do you know who I share a birthday with? You know who shares my birthday?
Who?
Jeannie, Barbara Eden.
Oh yeah, I did know that because we always celebrate her birthday when we celebrate your birthday.
Yeah,
I did know that.
that's
I
good
did.
company for me. I
I
like
just don't
that.
have a good
Yeah.
brain, and I'm high a lot of pills.
Well, is that my real birthday, Anthony, or is it my social media birthday? You know, they're two different things.
Yeah,
just to
Oz has got fake birthdays out there, and then he's got real birthdays.
You know, it's all about, you know, when you're on social media, you do have to take some precautions about giving out too much vital information on yourself, because
You're telling me I got birthday
Yeah.
wishes today from First Federal and Southwest Airlines.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have accounts with either. I don't know how that happened, but thanks.
Yeah, Anthony, you got it. Anthony, you got a great memory. You got a great mind. Can I have your memory? Mine sucks. It's getting worse all the time. Speaking of Anthony, we do this every time we bring one more person into the associate producer spot. So Anthony, we are honored. You honor us. Thank you so much for being such a strong supporter. And Anthony, you have been here with us forever. And there is your card. I hope it meets with your satisfaction, Anthony. And I hope you are a Lions fan. I saw you put that up. So if not, we always are up to editing these producer cards.
Yeah, let us know if you
let
want
us
to
know.
replace
We will edit them. So, but we hope you like that, Anthony. That's my work. That's my work. I hope it's good enough. If
I'm
it's
doing
not,
next week. So, Oz, we have a whole list of new producers that are getting called out because so many of you have financially supported the show. So, through the summer, because we're on Hot Summer Nights officially now, we're going to be rolling out new producers all summer. And I've got a whole list. So, you guys got to tune in to see if your name gets called and you get a new card in the closing scroll because come on, you guys are fam. You're here every freaking week, and we appreciate you. And pretty soon, the whole entire chat will just be in our closing scroll.
yeah, and don't worry about it. We'll just make you stick around for another 4 minutes and put one more cover song in there. So don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it. You don't take up space. You honor us with having your image in there, and that's why we
Exactly.
appreciate you so
Hi,
much.
Sinead.
We have had so much. Bella Lagersi, hey, what's going on? Grapentine made it in. Sinead, yeah,
Grapentine.
and there's Jody. Anthony is handsome like my Anthony. That is so nice. I like being compared with handsome people. Am I handsome, Shanda?
Absolutely. Especially with that sexy ass hair you got on.
Yeah, I was telling Shanda that I'm going to get a real fake hair piece one of these days, and it's going to be long. I'm telling you. This is
Yeah, me too.
This is pretty much exactly how long my hair was in college. This is it
I
right
don't even
there.
want to talk about hair. Do you know how long my hair was exactly a year ago today?
Yeah, I do. I was there with you. So, yeah.
What a year it has been, but thank you to everybody who has helped me rough out the hardest year of my life. I am good. I am strong. I am optimistic. I am kicking Terry's ever-living ass, and we're going to keep doing it that way. And I couldn't have done it without you guys carrying me.
Abso-freaking-lutely, everybody. So appreciated because Shanda got maybe 3 months at one point in time. And that was horrifying, you know.
It was horrifying when they told me like you'll be dead in 3 months. Like it changes your fucking life for sure. But we fought. We did everything we could. We did the research. We got the meds. You guys saved my life, and I'm here. I'm strong, and we're gonna just keep getting stronger. So,
speaking of celebrating, let's celebrate a birthday or two.
It's not just my birthday, though. It's executive producer Linda's birthday.
On Monday.
Bye.
Monday. Linda's birthday is on Monday, and that is so cool. And Linda has been busy. Let me go back to that. That's not long enough. Linda's been busy with her horsey. She saved a horsey and got a horsey, and she's taking care of horses now. Yeah, so she's really busy, but her schedule has changed, and she has been making it to Tuesday morning class, and we've been.
I didn't make it this week. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh, gee, yeah, you don't have anything going on. So anyway, big happy birthday!
I could have, but you know.
But you have not seen this because Linda dropped a birthday present in here for you from Linda to Shanda, and Linda wrote this song with the help of sinister AIs, and she did all the graphics, and she put a lot of thought in the words, and just watch the scroll if you can't understand the words, and I loved it, and we hope, Linda and I hope that Shanda and our chat enjoy this.
I'm honored.
Linda just knocked it out of the park here, I think. So here we go.
Well, I have a gift for her on Monday, so tune in.
Okay, that's great. here we go. Hope you guys enjoy it. From Linda to Chanda.
Nice. Nice.
She knows you.
Yeah, she does. I love it. Hell yeah. It's gonna be my new theme song.
Yeah, it's great. She really thought about this.
Freaking AI, it's not all evil, right?
No, it's not. Not when I use it.
Ah, this is badass. Totally epic. I agree, man. Hell yeah. I freaking love it.
Yeah, I know. I thought
Felt like I was at a Dio concert.
Hey, Manitalk, I didn't shout you out earlier. I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I hope all is well.
I love that. Linda, you know me. Badass. Thank you.
Yeah, that was way cool. And with what the evil AI is coming up with, there's some stuff dropping next week that's crazy. So I'm going to try and integrate it into our show as much as possible without, too much. But it is evil. So, and we're going to start this show unless you've got any other announcements. Do you got any other announcements?
I don't. Let's get this show rolling. Hey, shout out to our Patreons. But yeah, no. I got to take these clothes off. They're too warm. But that was awesome.
That was awesome. That was great. I loved it. I was laughing. It was so good this afternoon. That's a lot of work.
Nothing I bring's going to be that good. I know. She's so talented.
Yeah, that was a lot of work with all those refaces and picking out and just generating the images to start with, you know. So that was
badass.
That was like
Epic.
15, 16 images in there. Now you put this in, but I'm going to read it. Joe Biden was a better president than Donald Trump could ever dream of being. And there is.
Well, look who tweeted it out.
Yeah, the Democratic Socialists. They have lost me for fucking ever.
They have 1.5 million fucking followers on Facebook. And this is what they're fucking saying? They're unbelievable.
They're co-opted beyond co-option. You know, it's just unfucking
I can't even take them fucking serious. You call yourself a socialist and you let that shit come out your mouth? Fuck off.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck all the way off, you idiots. And you brought this. I'll let you deal with it.
Whoopi Goldberg is shocked that Biden wasn't fit for office. She says she never saw anything to point out him having health issues. She's now outraged that the media didn't tell her. You literally can't make this shit up.
The media. What is
She is the media, but they didn't tell her.
Media is her brain. That's pretty sad. It's pretty sad.
Isn't that sad? And I like this little meme here. Cobweb covered skeleton gripping Senate desk expected to seek 15th term. Yes.
Is that Nancy Pelosi? No, it's not.
It's
No.
fucking Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And this kind of shit's what really blows me away. I
Oh
can't-
yeah, I told you so. Yeah, you told us you wanted to keep killing children. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she told us.
Let's go to keep starving people and murdering people around the world.
But
Can
this
I
is what she tweeted out this week. I told you. I warned you.
Yeah, I warned you. Whatever. I want to know why Martha Stewart went to prison for insider trading and Pelosi's still not in prison. Can you tell me why that is, Shanda?
Oh, you know Martha Stewart is steaming behind closed doors. She's got to be fucking pissed that she was the only one out of all of the fucking elites that live on Martha's Vineyard that got sent. You
Well,
know she's got to be pissed.
Somebody tried one of her recipes and they burnt it up and they got pissed off at her, so they turned her
I
in.
used to
So-
love Martha Stewart back in the 90s when I was just a little housewife. you know?
Remember those fucking coupon books they sent in the? They were that fat, thick, Martha
Mm-hmm.
Stewart, and it was like, holy crap.
Oh yeah, she had her whole line of shit that you could buy at fucking Walmart and Kmart, and yeah.
Yeah, she was quite the fart sniffer back in the day, and I think she still is. So.
She's not anymore.
You brought this.
I hate how these e-girls swindle lonely, unsuccessful guys out of their money by offering them false hope in a fantasy. Yeah, Bernie Sanders.
Bernie's down there. Of course.
False hope.
Yeah, and this guy right here. When are people gonna call this fucker out?
Well, who was it that canceled their show last night versus it was what's his Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel canceled his show because he didn't want to interview Jake Tapper on his new fucking book. That's how extreme they are going to get away from this guy. So as expected, Tapper is running an op. This book isn't about coming clean. It's about cleaning up. He's trying to give public absolution to the Biden propagandists so they can go forth and sin more. Zero accountability. Total bullshit.
It is total bullshit. And that guy and his comrade over there, Dana Bash, are disgusting. Totally
I think I brought you a Dana Bash clip tonight, if I remember right.
Either you put it in there or I did. This is probably going to be a little out of order, but I want everybody to hear this because this lady speaks my truth. And it was a late edition.
You sneaking stuff in on the deck on me?
Yeah, I had to. It was the last minute. I put it in at like 5:55. But I think you'll appreciate where she's coming from.
I'm sure.
There's something wrong in this country telling people it is okay to work 3 jobs, not see your kids, not see your loved ones, not take a vacation, and God forbid you get sick. Okay?
Yeah, God forbid.
And I still got a job at home because I'm a mother. Because let's not forget, I don't get a day off.
Right.
And I got to figure all that out. How are we going to eat? How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to pay the utility bills? That every single thing went up after COVID. Not one thing stayed the same except salaries. The only thing that stayed the same in this country is the minimum wage. Even though everything else went up, there is no scarcity. It is how do we pit people against each other so they're too distracted to see everything that I'm too addicted to consuming and how much profit I'm making and more profit. How many more houses one individual can have? How many yachts can one individual have? Regardless of whether I am a female, male, whatever. I am a human being first. With what conscience are you criminalizing poverty?
Right.
And it's not going to stop just in the United States. The poor of the world, not just this country, are fed up. And let's not leave out rural communities. I live in Haines City, Polk County, Florida. Okay? But do you think that the poor rural communities have transportation? They don't. There's absolutely not even a sidewalk to walk on because I am giving the message of stay poor, stay hidden, and die silently. Okay? If I get a job, how do I get to that job? If I even get it when I'm in a rural community.
I think she speaks for everybody.
That's a great clip. Yeah.
Yeah. I think she does.
I love that clip. And she's absolutely right about transportation in rural communities. They have made our public transportation it's a pilot program that they've rolled out for free for the last 2 years. So you've been able to ride our public bus for free the last 2 years.
Well, at least they got that going for him. But
which came in really convenient for me last year when I didn't have a car and I was on foot for 8 fucking months. So I made it to some doctor's appointments.
Ferguson and this horrible legislature we have has jacked up the tax base in Washington State from $72 billion to $78 billion. And I'm telling you, it's more than $78 billion because the figure I got was $9.2 billion on top of what they are already taxing. So,
dude, I owe $40 in fucking property taxes right now, and they're sending me delinquency notices like they're fucking gonna go broke if I don't send them $40.
Oh yeah, they're gonna squeeze every drop of blood out of everybody to get this.
Seriously? Can't you wait? Like,
yeah,
okay, I'll send it to you.
Don't even bother moving to Washington State. They're insane here, you know, and it rains too much too.
Insane.
Insane. Babylon B, FBI determines Abraham Lincoln killed himself, and that's Kash Patel there in that picture. Did Abraham kill? I thought John Wilkes Booth killed him.
I think Cash needs to lay off of the nose candy because dude's eyes are about to pop out of his fucking skull.
Yeah, I think so too. But
here's an example of it. I brought you an example.
If anybody thinks that Epstein killed himself, you might as well. I'm voting you off the island. Just that's where it's going.
Cash thinks it. Baldoni, whatever his name is, he thinks it. The face you make when you say Epstein killed himself because you don't want to kill yourself. Yeah. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
He's got astigmatism, right? Is it in both or just one eye?
I don't know, but he did not fucking blink the whole interview. I'm not even kidding. Like not one blink that interview.
Is that Coca Blanca?
Coca Blanca. Well, they're all on it. So here's a little clip from that interview.
How come we don't have more information on the assassination attempts on President Trump?
There's two reasons to open ongoing prosecutions. So 2 of the investigations are obviously closed because the individuals are dead. But there's 2 live prosecutions. And so we can't get ahead of the federal court case.
I thought they were supposed to look up and to the left. What's this?
I don't know, but he's saying that he cannot get ahead of the federal court case, so he can't tell you who was behind the Trump assassinations.
He can't tell you?
Which I'm still not buying. The whole thing was crazy. Am I not wrong?
You're not wrong.
I mean, things are always weird nowadays, but that was really fucking weird. Like, the fact that it was a miraculous miss. The guy died. There was no information. It's just the whole thing was weird.
Well, the shooting this week, the false flag, which I'll call
is weird. I know we're going to talk about it. It's further down in the deck, but that's weird.
What's this? Is this? Tell me this is real and not something cloned by AI.
No, this was Trump earlier this week. I want to say on Wednesday, he was a little cranky with the press. He was meeting with a group from South Africa about the coloners that are the farmers that are being murdered. So he says, but check out how he goes after the press in this clip.
Okay, so this is not AI. This is the real deal.
No, it's not AI.
Okay, here we go.
You know me. I don't.
Go ahead, talk about that.
Please know we have a South African
His name is Peter something. He's a terrible.
If they're committing genocide, why invite him to the White House? I'll be quiet. Sure, that's my question now.
Let's go.
I'll be
These
quiet.
are all white farmers that are being buried.
President Trump.
And he asks about a jet that was given.
My first question is about Africans.
You know, you are so bad. You're such a bad reporter. But I will say this, that if the news wasn't fake, like NBC, which is fake news, one of the worst, ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible. But if they weren't fake news like this jerk that we have here, if we had real reporters, they'd be covering it. But the fake news in this country doesn't talk about that.
You know what? I agree with Trump.
Yeah, the whole pretense of that meeting, though, I don't even know. I mean,
it was edited. It was edited, but I agree with what he said. All 3 networks is propaganda bullshit. So it's
They
just
are.
what it is.
No, they are. They are. He was a little cranky. Okay, so they were in town because of the killing of the farmers in South Africa. But, and you know, we've all known this for a long time, right? But I mean, I don't even know how to reconcile this in my brain because they're colonizers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't justify murder, but, and then most of the information that Trump brought in that meeting was wrong. It was misinformation. It came from something else. It was related to something else. It was referencing something else. Like, their team got the whole fucking thing wrong. So here's a little clip so you can see what their official narrative is behind all this. And if you'll take us off screen, I gotta let the cat out.
They
Cat's
do
already
realize
asking
there's
to
a
go out.
genocide going on in Gaza, right?
Oh no, they want you to be more concerned with this
Okay.
because they're calling this a genocide.
Not happening. Here we go.
If you don't do what we are telling you to do, we're gonna rape your wife in front of you and kill her and rape even your children. There's not one.
My husband was murdered in what they classify as a farm attack, and they shot him in the head in front of us, and he fell at my feet.
In the last year, there were roughly 84 farm murders.
If you didn't tell us to say, well, where's the money, we're going to shoot ourselves. They're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He took my arm like this and he showed me the way out.
How long were you raped for?
These weapons have been used.
I hit the ground, they started hitting me and said, today we're going to kill you, you white bastard. It's a racial thing. And the world can say what they want. The black people don't want us here.
We belong to each other and we owe it to each other if we want to keep on farming.
They can come and kill me, but I won't go.
Okay, so British loudmouth Katie Hopkins went and did this this documentary, and she went down there. And I'm not saying that it's not happening. I'm absolutely not saying that. But I don't know how to feel about it, right? I mean, they're originally there because they're colonizers. So you guys tell me. I mean, what am I supposed to think and feel about this? Trump wants you to be very upset about this. He wants something done about this. So Trump holds up image of dead white farmers came from the Congo, not from South Africa. So there you are, misinformation. And then he brought video of a convoy that was supposed to be a memorial to them, but it turns out it was just a backup on some back road. It had nothing to do with this. So it's just misinformation coming from the White House. Obviously, they're trying to strum up Americans' white pride, white fear.
Sympathy.
It
seems like it's a distraction that is in real time, bad shit happening. However, you know, and I'm not going to go whataboutism. The fact of the matter is you're talking hundreds of thousands of people getting slaughtered in Gaza, and these wars are popping up in all these other countries, and civilians are dying, women, children, babies, fathers, mothers. And this is what you want to focus on. This is up on the top of your food chain. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not trying to be cold or not empathetic. I mean, yeah, it's horrible what these gangs have done, and they are gangs, but I just don't know how to feel about it. Like, for some reason they want me to feel certain way, but I don't think I should, you know?
Is this a movie clip?
No, this is exactly what you and I have been talking about when it comes to the Golden Globes, the Met Gala, and the Cannes. It's all just freaking the Hunger Games.
Is that AOC? No, it's not AOC.
I don't think so.
Here we go. We are in Hunger
The
Games.
districts need to rise up. When are the districts going to rise up?
Yeah, when are they going to rise up? I don't think they're going to rise up. I have hope, but
not till they're starving.
But I can't remember. I bet the guys over at INN something last night. I wish I remembered that. Anyway, moving right along. What do we have here coming up? We're on 29.
Okay, well, let's talk about what happened outside. What was it? The Jewish embassy?
Oh, with the Christian
Zionist? Or no, it was a museum. It was a museum,
right?
Museum,
yeah. Christian Zionist got shot and his girlfriend.
Psych op? I don't know. It feels like a psych op.
It looks like a psych op. If it looks and smells like one. Here we go.
A former IDF war criminal was smoked outside of a Jewish museum in Washington, D.C. by a lone shooter who was arrested while shouting "Free Palestine." Free, free Palestine!
Not buying it.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! I'm sorry, but this story just absolutely reeks of a false flag. Wait, you're telling me that this shooter killed 2 members of the protected class while being arrested peacefully and given an opportunity to have a glamour shot and scream "Free Palestine" at the camera? Well, I guess our First Amendment is officially done for. Whether this is a false flag or not is mostly irrelevant. Our government will still take advantage of this to roll back our rights and expand state power. The talking points are already out, with Zionists claiming that the Free Palestine movement want to globalize the Intifada and murder all Jews. No, we want you guys to stop murdering children.
Yeah, exactly. Mastermind says it's not like Israel would bomb the embassy in London or anything. Good point, Mastermind. And I've got some great interviews from back in the day about that we're going to cover on Monday. And Chris says Nico also did a great video on this. I agree. Nico did do a great video on this too.
Speaking of Chris, I want to thank Chris for his coffee he sent me. Thank you so much for sending me the coffee, Chris. And we are going to try and keep on rocking. So thank you so very much. It's greatly appreciated, Chris. And sorry I didn't catch it a little earlier. I'm being the octopus engineer tonight, so trying to keep up with everything.
You always do a great job of juggling all the balls. So they're using this as a narrative to say that it's dangerous. It's so dangerous that we need to take your First Amendment right away to say free Palestine. And remember, they've been saying this for a while, but now they're really pushing it.
Free Palestine is just today's version of Heil Hitler.
Oh, you asshole. Bullshit. What the hell? What the hell is wrong with that guy? All right, here we are. This, without getting too graphically gross and disrespectful, Dana Bash is probably one of the worst creatures in Western media today. Wouldn't you say her, Maddow, and they're all horrible, but she is a Zionist through and through. And I just can't take her. So if this is the full interview, I'll cut it short.
No, I think I cut it.
Okay.
You just heard the alleged.
Oh, it's 3 minutes.
Saying "Free Palestine." We hear that on the streets. We hear that on college campuses. And there are a lot of people who have been worried that that has been turned into a call to arms and a call to action and violence.
Yes.
Others
Violence.
claim that it's not. What do you think now that we have seen this?
I think there's no question, whatever its initial intent and whatever people were saying
I think it's
initially
free
or meant
speech.
it has become a call for violence, and not violence against Israelis, which is wrong, but violence against Jews. And anybody who tries to separate the two and try to say, oh, I'm just against Palestine, I'm just against Israel's policies in Palestine or in Gaza, and I'm not anti-Semitic. This was anti-Semitism pure and simple. That he happened to have killed 2 Israeli staff members.
She's obviously never heard of the First Amendment.
Targets.
This, as you know better than most, hardly happened in a vacuum. Things are happening so often that we often...
She's not a paid operative or anything.
Exactly. So let's not participate in that, and let's just give some of the examples in just the past few months. We saw a man arrested for allegedly planning a mass shooting at a New York Jewish center. Tel Aviv restaurant stabbing. The perpetrator arrived from the U.S.
Let's talk about the people who have,
a man arrested for terrorist threats,
caught themselves on fire. Let's talk about all of the children who've been arrested on college campuses. Fuck this bitch. You can kill it whenever. I don't even want to hear these examples because they're contrived. They're made up fucking bullshit is what they fucking are. They take them, they twist them, and then they put them out there as their narrative. Chris, thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry we didn't catch it earlier. My next birthday wish is to be as sexy as Oz. Aw, thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Chris. There was a minute I could hold my own, that's for sure. What do we got here? Is this Timcast? What's going on?
Fucking Timcast. He's not another paid operative. Who do you think built him that big ass fucking studio that he's got? Israel.
What? So he's gonna
guess.
He's gonna pontificate.
My conspiracy.
All right, here we go.
My opinion.
Yeah, and then she's being like forcibly deported. Do you think that's good for America? Like this is okay. So
marginally.
You think what do you think is good, even marginally? Like what's the minor small benefit to America?
Do not come to our country and rally against it and its interests. I apply this too.
So what is the U.S. interest that her writing an op-ed?
Suez Canal.
The Suez Canal?
Right. The United States, the reason why the U.S. is so... I love these Jews people that are like, Israel controls the foreign policy. Oh, shut up. The U.S. interest with Israel, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia has a lot to do with like the Red Sea and the Suez Canal. This is why Donald Trump is obsessed with Panama and Greenland. He wants to control the global trade routes. This is what America's largely done. That's why I say...
Oh, we've talked about that.
It's a gross mischaracterization to claim that an op-ed is a threat to national security, in that it is, in the smallest of senses. Students coming here and telling us to oppose our support with Israel puts us at risk in terms of the sentiment of a younger generation as to whether or not we'll fund Israel and control the Suez Canal.
But I asked you if you thought it was good to deport her.
I said marginally.
Well,
what about the American students that have been arrested saying the same damn thing? Isn't that a violation of their First Amendment rights?
When you're on our soil, you should have First Amendment rights. And that's all I can see it. And some people may agree with me, but this country has been beating the drum of freedom, freedom, freedom forever. Your rights, your Bill of Rights, your Constitution, everything else. When you don't abide by those, the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, you're a fucking hypocrite. And
you
you're
can't
the one
pick and choose.
You should be the one deported. Much as you may or may not like what people are saying, that's the ultimate slippery slope that's going to fuck us over. And then you get psychopaths. Will somebody please mail this guy the nuclear triggers so we can just get the whole place over with? This guy, this is Randy Fuckface Fine, right?
Oh my God, yes. Oh, this is so terrible. I had to laugh. I was like, what the fuck did he just say? Yeah.
Let's listen to the moron.
The fact of the matter is the Palestinian cause is an evil one.
Yeah, and Congressman, there is a ceasefire deal on the table right now that the White House is hoping both Israel and Hamas will sign on to. Does this shooting change anything
Hamas has already
when it comes
signed
to
on
the course of the war or the negotiations to end it?
Well, I think it speaks to the importance of the only end of the conflict is complete and total surrender by those who support Muslim terror. In World War II, we did not negotiate a surrender with the Nazis. We did not negotiate a surrender with the Japanese. We nuked the Japanese twice in order to get unconditional surrender. That needs to be the same here. There is something deeply, deeply wrong with this culture, and it needs to be defeated.
We heard in Brooks.
I volunteer him to do the Slim Pickens thing and get on top of the nuke and write it down.
Yeah, write that fucker in there. Hey, Devil Dog, thanks for the birthday wish. Thanks for joining us from Cold Fusion's community over there. Yeah, you know, Oz, the fact that, you know, they keep touting, oh, there's a peace deal on the table. There's been peace deals on the fucking table for the last goddamn year. Hamas has been saying forever and ever they will release all the fucking hostages. They just want some food and shit coming in, medicine. But will Israel do that? No, because that's not what Israel wants.
That's
Israel
not the
doesn't
goal.
care if they get those hostages back. They don't give one shit.
Not one
it's
fuck.
about taking the land.
And the lives of those people, because they consider them lower than vermin. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's beyond the pale. The humanity of the planet is gone. And these protests in the street don't seem to be having the effect that's necessary. You brought the Caitlin Johnstone here, right?
Caitlin Johnstone, killing it like she always does, says 2 Israel embassy staffers getting smoked, as Nick says, in Washington, D.C. is less newsworthy than tens of thousands of Palestinians being killed in Israel's genocidal land grab. It is less important. It deserves less attention. It is not the main story. Israel's genocide in Gaza is the main story. Absolutely. And the Times of Israel says, we found out that Hamas had offered on October 9th and 10th to release all the civilian hostages in exchange for the IDF not to enter the Strip, but the government rejected the offer. So there you are.
And
the
then
very fucking next day.
Meanwhile, you have Bono this week saying Hamas must release the hostages. That guy is bonehead. It shouldn't be Bono. It should be bonehead.
Him and the boss, Bruce Springsteen, can fuck all the way off.
All the way off. You see Obama?
I loathe Bono too, Lady Alex. I've never been a big YouTube fan. And when you go back and you look at the history of music at that time, they were owned, they were ops, they were shoved down our fucking throats. That's why you heard With or Without Me or Without You 50,000 times a fucking day played on radio. If it was played on radio in the 80s and 90s, it was paid to be played on fucking radio. And it's still kind of that way to this day. You know?
That's exactly true. Yeah. They get paid to the number of times they get to turn
who they're going to promote, who's going to be big. Yeah, exactly. We don't pick them by listening to their music and liking the music. The music industry picks them.
It's social and psychological manipulation. That's all it is.
Yep.
You brought this.
Yep. Let's see. It says Netanyahu said today Israel will increase military pressure and claimed that Hamas will disarm and that the leadership will leave the Gaza Strip so that the Trump plan or volunteer migration of the Palestinians out of Gaza will begin. This is the plan. We are not hiding it. That was Jeremy Scahall. And responding, Mohammed Shahid says, to those who keep saying, why doesn't Hamas just surrender? Netanyahu is saying if Hamas surrenders, releases all the hostages, and disarms and dismantles itself, Israel would still occupy Gaza and kick all its people out. So spare us the genocide whitewashing and dumb talking points.
Yeah, I used to like Jeremy Scahill, but he's low on the totem pole now for me. I just can't.
So many have fallen from grace, haven't they?
Somebody was promoting Breaking Points with Crystal and Ryan Grimm today, talking about AI. They don't know what they're talking about, but that's okay. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
And it wasn't Oz. So shout out to antiwar.com, who is a huge supporter of ours. Have you noticed that, Oz?
Yeah.
They tweet out and support us so much. Thank you so much for all your love and support over there at antiwar.com. Netanyahu says freeing hostages is not his priority. That Israel leader says his What supreme objective is victory over enemies by David DeCamp. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
It's not about surrender.
It's not. You brought a fee says.
Fee says they're already blaming Hamas, but it's possible it's someone trying to stop the massive dissident buildup against Zionist Israel for their endless and daily genocide that they are committing. Violent acts are an ultimately consequential of Israel's action, that the lack of justice for Gaza. Absolutely.
Yeah, well said, Fee.
Well
I don't
said,
know
Fee.
what this next one is. You brought this. What is this?
Well, this is just a woman who is feeling, well, when you're a young mother or new mother, you could call it hormonal, or you could call it the mother gene kicks in, and all of a sudden you feel the hurt for other mothers who can't provide for their babies, who can't protect their babies. I remember it very distinctly when my children were born. And this is a woman who just put her baby to bed, and she's crying because she knows that there's women across the world, around the world, in Gaza, whose babies are going to bed starving, who are not going to wake up the next morning.
How are people sleeping? I am losing sleep over this. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of people dying, starving to death. And we're all just going on with our normal lives.
Yeah.
And there's babies screaming and crying because they don't have any milk. They have no food. What the fuck are we doing? If you are not standing against this, you are a part of this. What do we do? I am just some fucking mom in Nevada. I don't know what to do to help. Please, someone tell me, what do we do? I'm sitting here watching China dropping food, and we're doing nothing but supplying military arms. What the fuck are we doing? I just put my little baby, 18-month-old baby, to sleep after a full tummy in a warm bed. And there are babies covered in flies, fucking starving. And we're just over here, just fucking living our lives. Please, someone tell me what we do. How do we help? This is not okay.
That was sincere. That was not put up bullshit.
I understand that feeling. I remember being a young mom, and you hurt for other moms. And, the thing is, Oz, is that we think we're so fucking involved now. We look back at the 50s and the 60s and 70s and 80s, and we think of how horrible we are. We're so inclusive now, LGBTQ. We're not fucking involved at all. We are harder and colder and more coarse than we ever fucking have been. It's all about what we can get in America, and fuck you everywhere else.
That's exactly right. And I don't know what's gonna do the paradigm change. I have my suspicions, but it ain't good. You brought this. What's going on with him now this week?
President Donald Trump told reporters May 20th that grandstanders U.S. Rev. Thomas Massey should be voted out of office, and the controversial lawmaker refused to support Trump's backed big and beautiful bill on budget and immigration.
Well, I wouldn't back
Not that I'm a huge Massey fan, but thank God Massey did fucking stand up to that shit.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't back that bill either. I mean, there's too much bad shit in it. You're cut. Let me just put it like this: they shouldn't be doing that when the military-industrial complex gets trillions of dollars. Go after that shit first. Worry about the small stuff.
We're getting new stealth planes. What are you talking about?
Fuck that. Did you bring Nico?
I did bring a Nico. This isn't the same Nico we were talking about, but this is kind of an update on a Ukrainian ex-politician shot dead outside a Madrid American school.
A Ukrainian? Okay.
Well, they're starting to clean up because the election is going to come if, peace talks are coming, and Zelensky can't stay there without an election much longer because, he took elections away, a year ago?
No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Andrei Portnev, former Ukrainian official, was killed outside of his kid's school in Madrid, Spain. And many people are already claiming this looks like a Ukrainian hit job called for by Zelensky himself. Portnev was shot several times by multiple assailants outside of his kid's school around 9:15 a.m. local time. Now, even though, like I said, there were multiple assailants, somehow none of them were caught. Not a single one. Now, it's important to understand, although this hit might look random, it is anything but. Portnev was one of the heads of the administration of Viktor Yanukovych. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the same Viktor Yanukovych who was president and was overthrown in the 2014 Maidan coup headed by the United States and NATO. And although he had personally not announced any plans on running for president in Ukraine, one politician believes this could be a result of potential upcoming Ukrainian election. In fact, one Ukrainian candidate said that the murder of Andrei Portnev is 99% likely Zelensky preparing for elections. He also said that there have been threats of murder from Telegram channels associated with the Ukrainian office of the presidency that have been directed at him and other people. Now, this is the same Zelensky in Ukrainian administration that literally has a hit list full of people, including journalists in the United States like Max Blumenthal and others from the Gray Zone. So I wouldn't put this past him, but also this presidential candidate could have a point. With peace talks currently underway, the potential for elections to occur increases more and more every day. You see, martial law was only extended until August 6, 2025. Obviously, the date is fastly approaching, and if there is no war, Ukraine would be able to hold elections 6 months after that date. And given how Zelensky and his party and his supporters have spent the last several years sending Ukrainians to the meat grinder, I just don't really see the chances of Zelensky winning another election or the chances of a pro-NATO candidate winning another election being all that high. In all actuality, we might see the door swing hard and fast in the other direction, where a pro-Russia or a completely and totally anti-NATO candidate will likely end up winning. And voices like Portnev would be considered
if they don't kill
to ensure that people are united going forward to make sure that they don't have to deal with another Zelensky or another NATO puppet like they just got done dealing with over the last decade or so. But let me know what you think. Was this a hit? Or was it a hit? Because you can't convince me that a bunch of random dudes in Madrid decided to wake up on a Tuesday and assassinate a former Ukrainian politician in broad daylight. Or at least they didn't wake up and decide to do this without proper motivation from the right people, if you catch my drift.
I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
Well, I think Zelensky has got a lot to lose. I mean, he's been grasping to hold on to fucking power for years. Yeah, exactly. He knows that he's not in good standing with Trump, right? His footing with Trump has been fucking terrible.
No, we
saw that when he kicked him out of the White House.
We've heard very little about the Ukraine war compared to what we did before. And, that's a war where the Gazan war is not a war at all.
Trump wants to be the peacekeeper. He wants to be known as the president who brought peace around the fucking world. He wants that prize. And so Zelensky's days are numbered. So I would not doubt for 1 second that Zelensky is trying to clean up opposition, and like I said, I think Nico's right that the Ukrainian people would actually elect somebody who is pro-Russian, anti-NATO if the CIA doesn't come in and do something to them. I don't know, mysteriously poison them or something. Victoria Nuland's cookies.
grabbing Ukrainian elderly and young kids to go fight in that meat grinder. They're still doing it. Yeah.
They're still doing it. I saw a video of a guy who was bleeding on the freaking street this week, that had been accosted and almost drug away that they injured. So, I would not. Thanks for all the birthday wishes.
Yeah, lots of birthday wishes. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And this is our Congress right here, by the way. This is, until this happens, nothing's going to change. Do you agree with that meme there, Chanda?
Absolutely. Willie Braggs, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, to hell with the Azov Battalion, the Ukrainian thrill list, the banditas, to hell with NATO and the neocons in the U.S. Yeah, that kill list is something fucking crazy, right? to have Max Blumenthal and independent journalists on that kill list, and for American presidents and Americans to be supportive of a group that has American kill lists. Like, what the fuck?
I want to shout out. I think I forgot to shout it out earlier, but I have got Kamshwari Kate's Mixcloud music channel pinned to the top of the show tonight. That's why I've been throwing in my coffee here and there. This great calming music settles the brain, and it's unique music and it's fun. So if you guys can at least bookmark that, and when you feel like you want to just float away, go check out Kate's Mixcloud up there. Shortcuts.
Yes, and thank you, Kate, for the donation tonight or today. I saw it come in over on the Cash App. You guys can always hit my Cash App. Kate knows where my Cash App is. It was quite the birthday surprise. Thank you. I will spend it on something delightful. And thank you to everybody who gave donations. Steve G, Chiron. I've seen so many. Natalie sent me an amazing Mau Mau card. You guys know I got the cat farm, and she sent me the cutest little kitty cat birthday card. So thank you guys so much for that. I can't thank you enough. Do I see another super chat? I do. Natalie Williams says, Kit has a poem for you, Shanda. Oh, I love a good poem from Kit. Kit's a feely guy, let me tell you. Kit's got the feelers.
All right. What we got here?
What was that? Did you make that?
No, I got that from somebody else. Freddie
BB Kruger.
BB Kruger. BB Kruger in real life since October 2023. You know, I'm not even going to say it because people are thinking it. He needs to just go away from this planet. Yeah, he does. I think we're switching it up a little bit here.
Yeah, we're coming out of the Gaza section.
Yeah, U.S. Justice Department reaches a deal with Boeing to allow plane maker to avoid prosecution for the 737 MAX. Are you fucking kidding me? I wonder who's greasing the wheels over at the Justice Department. Could it be Boeing? Oh, it could be Boeing. But 737 MAX, remember that? And all the trouble and all the people that have perished because of those crashes.
The whistleblowers who died mysteriously on their way to testify by they got not killing themselves.
Double tapped in the head, and that's
double tapped in their own car. Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't happen, but that's just how corruption goes, right, Shanda? And this one I put in. This was, I think, Aram gave me this to put in, but this is
I don't think I've seen this.
Flashback on the housing crisis, and here we go. Let's give it a listen.
Who was invested in all those banks that got bailouts back in 2008? That would be BlackRock and their CEO, Larry Fink. Okay, and who's in charge of who got those bank bailouts from the government back in 2008? Federal Reserve, who worked with BlackRock and their CEO, Larry Fink. And who created the collateralized mortgage obligation in the early 80s at First Boston and then was a huge voice for subprime loans, which inevitably led to the housing crisis of 2008? That would be the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink. And when our Treasury Secretary, Henry Paulson, was given $700 billion of toxic asset relief money, hey, what's going on? What did he use it on? Did he just buy toxic assets? No, Paulson instead shifted focus to injecting capital directly into banks, and 8 of those 9 banks were heavily invested into by BlackRock and their CEO, Larry Fink, who started BlackRock with Blackstone's founder, Peter G. Peterson. And Peter wrote reports for Nixon, and one of those reports would get us off the gold standard, who many people will attribute to the inflation we're seeing today. And who benefits from all these assets, like housing inflating? Well, that would have to be the world's largest asset holder, and that's BlackRock, and their CEO.
State Street, Vanguard, we know who they are. Yeah,
there's your oligarchy
the
for
top
you, at least part of it.
That own everything.
Everything.
We know who they are. They're the oligarchy. They do. They own fucking everything. So we got a Rumble rant hanging out over on the Rumble, and it's from Vito P. Vito P says, it's Vito P. I watched Kit yesterday. He talked about cancer, and I'm a cancer survivor for now. Just wanted you to know you have a friend out there. Keep fighting, Kid. I am fighting, and I am strong. I am strong tonight. I didn't know if I'd make it to my birthday, and here I am, and I'm feeling good. I've been out in the yard working. All my scans have been coming back good, and just plowing through all I can do. But thank you so much.
I hope I can demonstrate the courage in my cancer battle let you have, Chanda. I don't know if I've got your...
Yeah, you do. You're strong. We share a brain, remember?
Yeah, I know. What is... Oh, this is... where is this at? Is this another country?
This is Dublin. So the United States isn't the only one suffering from, crippling poverty.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Dublin looks bad. That's bad, man. That's so bad. You don't see any homeless. I don't see any homeless sleeping on the streets. I just see a lot of
garbage,
rubbish. Yeah, what the hell?
What the hell
are those homeless on the streets? I don't know. I can't really.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate that more because that's worse than L.A. and Seattle and Portland.
Oh, Seattle's been so bad. There was a double homicide in Pioneer Square this week, and that's where all the tourists go when they come to Seattle. So don't be going into Pioneer Square if you're a tourist.
That's going to be off-putting for people on vacation. What is this?
But speaking of tourism, so this is the grand opening of the Epic Universal and the Epic Universe. And let me I'm going to go ahead and play it. Tell me what you don't see in there.
Oh, wow. This is it. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, my gosh.
Where's the kids, Oz?
I don't see any.
Wow.
Where the fuck are the kids?
This is madness. This is so cool.
Are theme parks for kids?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, I love this. Wow. Wow.
Oh, there's one. Oh my God, we saw one kid at the opening. Holy crap.
Wow. Wow. This is so cool.
Escapism at its best.
I'm gonna cry today. Wow.
Isn't that sad? People don't even take kids to this shit anymore. Theme parks are for adults. Have you not seen?
Can't afford them anyway. They're unaffordable.
I wonder how long the wait's going to be today. What do you think? 500?
500 minutes.
It's got to be, right?
You can't afford to take... I can't even conceive of a universe that I could afford to go to a theme park.
No, it's like $1,400 to take 2 kids, and then that's on a very limited budget. Just buying them a pretzel here and a drink there. It's not like doing any fine dining or fancy shit.
Well, somebody told me recently that a Disney cruise for 4 days, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it was for, I think, 7 people. It was a couple, their 3 kids, and their grandparents. It was like $25,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Disney cruise. Yeah, that's really crazy.
Yeah, Disney's not for kids anymore. It's for adults. And adults, we embrace this escapism, embracing of our youth, right? Like, we all do it. We're all nostalgic for our youth. But that's made the theme parks more of the 90s kids' escapism.
Yeah.
Lily Braggs, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Ireland was very clean when I was there in 2019. Then again, my ex and myself drank very heavily that week. Well,
that's funny.
You might not have noticed.
Well, here's something how they're going to save money on flights going into the future. Have you seen this yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're going to be standing up on your airplane.
What?
Space, enough space for a premium that at that point can be added. And on the rear, you can have these seats, Skyrider 2.0, allowing you to have, of course, instead of a full eco low-cost carrier, a 3 classes low-cost carrier.
And what has the interest from the airline companies been for Skyrider V2.0?
The next step will be to have a full aircraft equipped with the seats. So at that point, you are able to increase a lot the number of passengers, and this means much more revenues for the airlines. So it's understandable why they interest,
So a success story 10 years in the making, maybe?
Yeah. We spent all this time, but was time well spent. Imagine that you can, at this point, keep
Does it come with a meat hook that goes in the back of my neck to hold me up?
45 minutes
might
trip.
as well.
Is like a bus,
Yeah, that's standing up.
Okay, so we live in the Pacific Northwest. Everywhere is a 6 to 8 hour flight to us. They expect me to stand for 8 fucking hours, packed in like a sardine.
That's why they give you that. They give you that fake seat so you can kind of lean into it, Shanda. And the little little footstool there, isn't that handy? I mean, really.
Yeah, I better come with the fucking slaughter hook to hook into the back of my neck.
I would have thought that Airbus would have jumped on that idea because the bus is in the name and you ride the bus standing up. So what the hell? That should be a marketing point. Speaking of flying, there was another problem this week.
I saw this, New Orleans.
Yeah, this was not fun, and I commend the
yesterday
pilot.
for people on board a small plane in Texas attempting to land with no landing gear. This happened in Arlington, just outside Dallas. The pilot asked the airport to spray foam on the runway to make the touchdown just a little bit smoother. And as you can see, the belly landing, it was perfect. The plane skidded to a halt with no issues. 3 people walking away unscathed.
That's a good pilot.
Yeah, he didn't even ding the props. I mean, did you see how close those props were to the ground?
Great. That was good. I thought that was the escapees, the 17 inmates that got out in New Orleans. But I love that story because they left a note. They took one of the toilets out of the cell, and they all got somehow they got out the back door, and they 17 of them took off. The marshals are still hunting down 6 or 7 of them. Anyways, they left a note that said, "Ha, too easy."
In your face.
Talk about Shawshank.
We live in clown world, I got to tell you. You and
I both brought this story. Well, you kind of backed it up. So, revealing United Health secretly paid nursing homes to reduce hospital transfers. A Guardian investigation finds insurers quietly paid facilities that helped it gain Medicare enrollees and reduce hospitalizations. Whistleblower alleges harm to residents. Now, you guys know I had my mother-in-law in a nursing home this time last year. I put her in a nursing home. She had dementia. Things were going just terrible. She was escaping the house. The police were having to bring her back. You guys know, you lived through it with me. Anyways, when she was in the nursing home, she was really sick, and I was fighting those fuckers constantly, send her to the hospital. And they would push back. No, now we understand why.
Yeah, this is exactly why. And do they have Andrew Cuomo as the CEO of United Healthcare now, or what?
Maybe he'll be the next one, because didn't their new last CEO just step down?
Yeah, well, I know he's running for mayor. If the New Yorkers vote him in for mayor,
is right. Yeah.
Yeah. If the New Yorkers vote him in as mayor, they deserve him. That's all I can say.
So didn't their stock tank by half? I mean, they were already tanking the last couple of weeks, terrible.
It was 57% or something like
57% when that story broke from The Guardian.
Yeah.
Not that The Guardian's anything since they screwed Glenn Greenwald over, but yeah.
You brought this?
Let me see. What does it say? Breaking, the FDA has just ordered Pfizer and Moderna to upgrade the warning labels on the COVID mRNA vaccine. Warnings to include the risk of heart-related injuries, primarily affecting teenage boys and young men.
Yeah, you're a couple years too late there, assholes. Okay.
Not like we weren't talking about that, covering it and showing you all the young boys falling out a couple of years ago. I gotta say, we told you so.
I told you so. What do you got here?
Study makes concerning connection between the risk of Parkinson's disease and living near golf courses. Cases are exploding. Want to speculate on what's causing that, Oz?
Glyphosate.
That's going to be my guess, too.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
glyphosate. Glyphosate, you know.
Glyphosate.
Yeah, and all the activity there when they're mowing all the time and throwing all that residue up in the air.
Spraying. Yep.
Yeah.
Weed and feed. Yeah.
All that shit.
You name it.
All that shit.
All that
glyphosate.
shit.
Yeah. So living next to a
So golf kills. Golf kills, guys. That's the bottom line.
The prestige
Stop
of
golfing.
living next to a golf course has a price. And it always
Well, see, the
has.
rich people don't live on golf courses. Only the professional managerial class lives on golf courses.
Well, that's why I get rid of those guys. They're going to need a new batch soon. And you brought this.
Yeah, they will.
What is this?
Ryan Long, and this is Big Pharma. You stay there.
There's a natural
You
cure.
stay there. There's a natural cure. Yeah, Ryan Long's funny. This is funny.
Just a couple questions about the Instagram story you posted. Apparently, you're saying that people don't need Ozempic. They should just exercise and diet.
Is that a problem?
Oh, it's a big problem, because now you f***ing with my money. People that are depressed, you just said need sunlight and exercise. You got a death wish, kid?
Well, vitamin D helps
They need
with
Prozac and Zoloft, you f***. You want to ever see your kids again?
Prozac and Zoloft. Got it.
And what do they need for insomnia, Mr. Anderson? Answer me!
Magnesium, maybe wake up at the same time every morning.
You know, I hope to fucking God you're joking right now. Look me in the eyes. I hope this is a joke, because the answer is Ambien forever. I make one phone call. You don't see either of them.
I heard it's like fake sleep.
And you're gonna be real sleeping with the fishes if you don't change your tone, young man. We treat symptoms in this country. Now tell me there's a natural cure for anxiety and ADHD. No, I fucking dare you. I'm begging you.
I don't know, like meditation helps?
Wrong! The correct answer was Ativan and Xanax, bitch. Clean up!
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. I love Ryan Long. He is funny. I had a really nasty one. He did a P. Diddy one that was just a little too nasty to bring. I had it on the TPP deck for a couple of rounds, and
it was nasty.
I didn't pull the trigger on it.
What are we doing? Robot night tonight too?
Oh yeah, look at this horrifying freaking man-made freaking nightmare. Chair too. I wondered about that.
Oh my God.
He just points and tells you to go fill out that paper over there.
There was a episode of Star Trek, and I should have got the graphic of that, but this reminded me of this episode of Star Trek, the original. There was a doomsday machine out there. I can't remember the exact name of it. I'm sure the chat will get it. But it wasn't M5, it was something else. But it flew around the galaxy looking for its creator. That's what this looked like to me. And this is it.
This is your new ring camp. It patrols your house for you.
Now, if that's not the ultimate creepy...
Oh, Americans will buy it. Americans buy ring
fuck
cams like there's no fucking tomorrow. My daughter has one. All the kids have them.
This is a drone ring cam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the hover cam.
This is a Star Trek episode, everybody.
Well, it's gonna get an eyeful if it comes into my bedroom.
No, Mastermind. That's not the name. The name was, oh God, I wish I could look it up.
The chat's trying for you. They're trying to find it for you.
Trying. No, not trying. It was something really weird, but yeah, I won't get into the detail. You got to be a Trekkie.
Can it fire rounds at your neighbors? That's what Rat Angel wants to know. Probably. Give it time.
No, it shot a disintegrator beam. You got this one.
I like this. These wind chimes are made from the metallic bones of robots that tried to overthrow us. Hang them outside your house as a warning to the others.
I don't think they're going to give a shit.
I don't think they'll give a shit either. I really don't. I already got some hanging outside my house.
Nice try, though, I got to say. And you brought this too?
1999 was described as being the peak of human civilization in the Matrix, and I laugh because obviously wouldn't have aged well then. The next 25 years happened, and I realized that, maybe the machines had a point.
Yeah, they definitely did.
I think it was the peak. 99 was the peak. It was the fucking peak. How crazy is it that movie came out at the same time?
I told you.
I know. Sinead says, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I love you both. Well, we love you.
We love you too, Sinead. Yeah.
We love the chat.
We do. This is your outpost for 2 hours of insane sanity. That's what I'm going to call it. Insane sanity.
Insane sanity.
You bring in spiders? You know how I feel
Well,
about spiders.
the world's first gene-edited spider is now producing glowing red silk threads. How fucking crazy is that?
Oh, how cute. Well, I had to top that one.
Okay.
In 1975, Kodak engineer Steven Sasson built the first digital camera capturing images without film. Fearing it would harm their film business, Kodak shelved the invention, a decision now seen as one of the tech history's biggest missed opportunities. Yeah, that was a big fuck up.
That and hydro cars.
That was a big fuck up because, well, you remember, what was it? Kodak sued Polaroid Polaroid sued Kodak because of the Instamatic, the Polaroid cameras. But Kodak was so stuck to their film processing business and selling film, they would not innovate. And they got left behind in the dust big time. And they're still out there, but I think they're making vibrator batteries or something.
They made a resurgence in the early 2000s with their little Kodak Insta printer where you could actually print out your digital prints because everybody was getting digital cameras, but then they didn't want to print them out on their printers. So then they had that little printer thing. I had one. It was $1,000 to buy the whole fucking setup, and I gave it away at a garage sale last year. It was in the free box.
They probably had a bunch of boomers working at Kodak. They didn't.
The tech that we pay for that we throw away 10 years later is crazy.
You brought this. You gardening shit?
We could have harvests like this in our neighborhoods if we turn some lawns into gardens. I am proud to say I am slowly turning my lawn into a garden. And I got the coolest thing made by the Girl Scouts for my birthday today. Cold Fusion got me this little herb garden all in one pot that the Girl Scouts made. And they just want families that can't get food or grow food to be able to grow their own fresh veggies. And so they made them. And how awesome is that? So yeah, very cool. My tomatoes are looking great, but something ate all my squash. I gotta start over with my squash, damn it.
Yeah, Vic gave me an earworm. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. And we are there already. We are there. Hollywood,
go fuck yourself.
You got a couple of things in here, and this is not a Hollywood, go fuck yourself. This is a good
no.
shot.
This is the only good thing that's happened to Hollywood. So here is another shot. We've seen Julian Assange all week at the Cannes, and here they are all cleaned up and dressed up in their finest. And of course, Stella is wearing a designer from Vivienne Westwood, who she's a very big time designer for Hollywood, and she put a picture that says "Free Palestine" on her. So she's wearing the designer that supports Palestine. Good for Stella. And they look amazing.
And they do look amazing. And I'm glad they're dressed up because he was living in rags for how many years?
A year ago. Yeah, 11 years. Well, his birthday is coming up. It's this coming week. And so there's big celebrations all over. You can find, there's lots of local stuff going on. And we're still fighting for a pardon because, he's not out of the clear when it comes to opening his mouth or supporting shit. So pardon Julian Assange.
Now, who is this? Is this Jeff Bridges? And who is this?
John Goodman. John Goodman got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, so some, homeless person can sleep on it. But check this out. Dude, it's the sweater from The Big Lebowski. It's the dude. Great movie. It's a must-see if you have never seen it.
We watched it here on the green.
It's so hilarious.
Walter, John.
Walter was my favorite character.
Well, he's a good actor. He's a good man. John Goodman, yeah.
That's nice.
I just thought that was cool that he whipped out the dude. We haven't seen the dude. We do a lot of dude memes over at Trailer Park Pundit.
No, that was way dude. And then you have to follow it up with this guy, huh?
Oh, this is the grossest display that came from the cans. I gotta say, there was a lot of gross shit that happened at the cans this year, but this is by far the worst. This is the rehabilitation of none other than Kevin Spacey. He got a Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh, look at him. He's happy to be back in the good graces of Hollywood.
He's not, though.
Oh, give him a couple of a year, maybe two. A good movie, one good movie, and he's back in the Americans' good graces. We'll forget all about the accusations and Epstein.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Americans have a very short memory.
I know they do.
And we love our actors. You got to admit, he was a good actor. I mean, he's crazy and freaking psychotic, but he was a good actor.
Shitty people can make good movies too, so, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I don't count him out. They're rehabilitating him for a reason.
What do you got here? Jim Morrison?
This was a crazy story. Jim Morrison's long-lost gravestone bust discovered in a French police search. So this was a fraud search. They weren't even looking for this bust. This bust has been missing off of his tombstone for like 30 freaking years. It got ripped off in the late 80s.
Yeah,
and, you know, his family put it up for his 10th anniversary of his passing. And people had gone and graffitied it. They were chipping pieces off of it. Somebody chipped his nose off of it as a keepsake. So the graffiti was already like this pretty much when it got taken in the 80s. But yeah, it's back. And we don't know if they're going to put it back on the grave or what's going to happen with it. But you want to talk conspiracies. There's a lot of conspiracies when it comes to Jim Morrison's death. You know, a lot of people say he died on a toilet in a nightclub. And they drug his ass out of there and put him in a tub to make it look like he had passed, you know, peacefully at his own place instead of all drugged out in a nightclub. And, oh, yes, Kim Kardashian finally bought her law degree, it looks like. So got her law certificate from Temu after failing the baby bar exam 3 times. Kim Kardashian celebrates finally graduating law school by getting brutally trolled.
A little harsh there, Shanda. A little harsh.
Not harsh enough. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on. Don't pretend that you're some kind of fucking lawyer.
No, I'm not.
You married crazy ass Kanye. Don't even.
Yeah.
Oz, this made me feel really old. So do you remember in the Terminator, the little redheaded kid that lied to the Terminator and said he hadn't seen the kid? So this is the redheaded kid from Terminator 2 that is now a grandfather. How does that make you feel, you old Gen X fox?
Yeah, that makes me feel pretty old. It seems like
old.
When was that? 92? Was that 92?
When did Terminator 2 come out? That's a good question.
That was one of the best. For the time, I thought that was one of the best ones out there.
No, it was great. It was, well, you know, and nobody really watched the first Terminator, right?
Well, they caught up, you know, but yeah.
It was a B movie.
Yeah.
So it really, I mean, most of us, I watched Terminator 2 long before I watched the first Terminator.
Well, the first Terminator had unknown actors. I mean, Linda Hamilton.
Right. 91, July 3rd, 1991 is when it came
Now,
out.
I don't know if Linda Hamilton had been in Beauty and the Beast yet when she did the Terminator movie. I don't know if she had.
Yes. Beauty and the Beast was in the 80s. So she had just, but that was TV. And back then, TV and movies were way different playing fields.
Do you have your emotional support pouch handy, Shanda?
I do.
Okay. Shout out to the stoners who get high to calm their chaos, fight their battles quietly, and still get their shit done like a fucking champion. That was me at one point in time.
I know so many that live that way. Shout out to all of them out there. You know who you are.
Yeah, for all the Barbie movie fans, I had to bring this weed and me. Yeah, I can kind of relate to that. At least I could have 20 years ago. And then cannabis for your health. It lists all these cool things that supposedly it might help. And there's a whole list of it, and I can see quite a few. Chronic pain, yeah. Nausea, yeah. God, I wish I could take that stuff. It gives me anxiety, yeah. Depression, yeah. PTSD, probably. Autism, I don't know. Epilepsy, I don't know. Alzheimer's, I don't know. Brain damage, in my case, yeah, it could probably help me out a little bit. And, of course, cannabis, sour cream, and onion potato chips.
Ooh, I'd eat those.
Yeah, please don't. There's too many preservatives in them. If they just had straight cannabis in there.
Yeah, I have officially been off of all cannabis products for 6 months now, Oz. 6 months.
Wow.
And every day I'm like, oh, should I take some RSO? Should I smoke a little joint? And then I'm like, no, it'll freak me out. I can't do that. I'll feel like I'm dying.
I'm gonna try this kimchi. I saw somebody was interviewing somebody that sells this stuff, kimchi. I'm gonna try that. Maybe that'll help me out. It is meme alley time.
The pickled sour.
Yeah, they have it in capsules now, and for what I've got going on, it's
supposed to be good probiotic for you. I mean, they swear by it.
Yeah, I hope so. I need the help. Okay, let's blow through these real quick here.
Meme alley,
and here we go. I brought the Rock Hudson, Doris Day, Tony Randall, Send Me No Flowers. That was a fun movie, guys. For an old boomer, we enjoyed it. They had a different kind of acting back then, and it was very homey. The fact that I have more fucking clothes to sleep in than I do to socialize in says a lot about who I am. Man,
I love it. Oh my God, that's so true.
Yeah, I told Joey this morning, I said, I'm never going to buy clothes again. Because I've got all these clothes that I just can't do anything with. So
when I do laundry, it's just jammies. I don't wear too many clothes out and about. Like I go to the doctors, I wear my sweats, So I love that.
You know what I wear? I've got overalls and coveralls. There's Darth Vader up in the corner with a Breathe Right strip. They should have used him for their promotion. And then we've got Life is Like Toilet Paper. You're either on a roll or taking a crap from someone. I have to agree with that. The final cigarette commercial aired in 1971. You come a long way, baby. Remember that? Or Benson and Hedges. Let's work together to have the last pharmaceutical ad air in 2025. I'm all for it. Hell yeah. That is great.
I remember when there wasn't pharmaceutical ads on TV.
Yes. That is a crime. And no matter what you think about RFK Jr., I support that. And he supports it too. And you brought this.
He's probably thinking about Diddy.
That's terrible. Shanda, what are you doing,
I
man?
know. Come on.
Anyway.
It's time to laugh. It's
I wish I could take credit for
this. You called me terrible, but you brought this next one. Come on.
Yeah, well, this was on loan from Reef over at INN. Thank you, Reef. I thought it was great. This is really good.
Grandma's been busy. I wonder what she used for her pattern.
Oh shit! If it was Grandpa, I am in awe. I am absolutely.
If it was Grandpa, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. You're getting old when you simply getting into bed starts to become the new highlight of your day, and that's me.
Yep.
And they have to keep us divided and fighting each other so we never think to unite and fight back. No shit. That's about as profound as it gets. Wouldn't you agree, Shanda? And let's see. You brought this one. This is a chicken one.
Bok bok.
Bok bok.
The old American dream was city streets and white picket fence. The new American dream is shady trees, no neighbors, and lots of chickens.
Yeah, so you can eat. That's for damn sure. And this one, I looked at this and I looked at it and I go, wow, isn't that weird?
Well, we did it last year, but it was in April, right? So every day for the next 10 days is going to be the same forward and backwards. So today is 5/24/25, 5/24/25. Like, yeah. I'm sure there's some name for it that I can't remember, but.
And remember when, and I got a couple that probably shouldn't be in here, but having a kids table at holiday dinners. Yes, I participated in that as a kid. And
yeah, I got stuck at the kids table.
You brought the Gen X one with the belt.
Oh, come on. Everybody remembers these hot as hell hath no fury like a GMC belt in July. Oh, those fuckers were hot and they would burn the shit out of you.
I think I've got a brand on my leg from one of those. I sat on one of those.
I know I do.
It was like murder. Holy crap. And these are yours?
Back in the day, we used to distract ourselves in class by multiplying pink erasers. We would totally draw on these things, poke holes and manipulating. Yeah, we break pencils off in them. Oh hell yeah!
They were dirty. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, right. We used them a lot. And then this was my fear as a child. It definitely was. When Jaws came out, I was scared to take a fucking shower or a bath, man. Jaws was going to come for me. And you brought this other one.
Which one? Johnny Quest? Yeah, that's an old Johnny Quest one.
Quest.
Yeah, there was very few episodes of Johnny Quest, and I loved that show. It was great when I was growing up.
I liked the spoof that Comedy Central did, Venture Brothers. That was supposed to be a Johnny Quest type, but it was comedy. It was funny. I mean, Comedy Central's evil, but it was funny.
Well, the Cartoon Network's going away here this next month, so I don't know what they're
Yeah,
gonna do
no,
with
they
that
are.
content. Either not very bright or flat out liars. We were all fooled by an 80-year-old dementia patient, and that's got the CNN cast there. So, Democrats will continue relentless doing nothing if you just pitch in $5. Don't give them the time of
Don't give them anything.
Day ever. What do we got here? We got a couple more here. Stick around for this outro. It's a banger, guys. And I love this, Chanda. This is terrific.
You know you're old when you clean to the music you used to drink to. Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, you're vacuuming. I miss the bell bottoms. They were great. You had bell bottoms, right? You weren't.
No, well, yeah, I was a kid, but then in the 80s we had the tapered jeans, and I hated fucking bell bottoms because I would look back at, when I was a kid and wore bell bottoms, I'd be like, oh my God, they were so stupid. But my mom had like these, and she had my name embroidered on the bottom of them.
Yeah, I like bell bottoms. I did. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are, but first you must unlearn who they told you to be. And I thought that was about as profound as it gets. And this is me all day long. When I'm feeling crabby, I smoke a fatty. I wish I could. And you brought this. I usually bring these, but you brought it. And
okay, so I don't know if this is real, and I brought this to ask you, is this what it was like? Because I was born in the 70s. I didn't watch any of the original space landing shit. So you tell me, is this real footage from CBS in 1966? Because if so, holy shit, we were duped. Is this what it really looked like?
No. This is bullshit.
I'm
not buying it. Anybody in the chat want to say this is
I'm not old
real?
enough to know, right? It looks a little too clear to have aired back then in 66.
They could have upscaled it and animated it, but no, that's
Right.
been, if anything, it's been touched up. I don't think that's real at all. I think that's bullshit. It looks fake the
But
way
did it look like that? Was it like that?
No, it didn't look like that. It was.
I mean, did you get shots that you question? Where the fuck was that shot?
Where's the camera guy?
That's always been my question. Where was the camera guy? Oh, well, they had it out on a pole, or it was on the end of the ship. That's always been.
Bullshit. Back then, they were scared to death of shit. Back then, they're not going to take chances like that. So,
I don't know.
Not buying
I don't
it.
know.
Well, anyway, that's the show, everybody, and We're on time. Amazing. We're on time.
I know. We are on time.
Shanda, I'm going to credit you with being on time. So
thank you.
It's all up to you. I won't have to edit the show.
I went lighter on the video to have time to actually talk. When we go video heavy, then we get behind because we're trying to talk in between segments. So it's a balance to these shows when I write them.
Yeah. No, that's
I've got a great one wrote for Monday. It's going to be good. Join me for a Memorial Day Free Palestine show, because fuck that. It's my First Amendment, and I'll say what I want. I don't care what you say.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've got lots of good stuff, including a new premiere from Spiderland. Spiderland dropped a new video this week, and I'm going to debut it over on Trailer Park Pundit.
All right. Yeah, if you guys get a hankering, Pat the Batman fan, go over to Karaoke Closet. He's got a brand new one over there.
I heard that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I love that Pat's got the passion to even do that. I can't hardly even get up in the morning, so check that out.
You're in kind of a fight for life right now, and you know, it's okay. It's okay, Oz. You know, that's the one thing people didn't tell me is it's okay that some days you don't feel like getting out of bed, or some days you can't get up and engineer shit. It's okay to take a break and say, I can't do it. I pushed myself really hard, and I still push myself really hard, but I don't want you to feel like you have to. So if you just want to call a weekend and take a weekend off, there's times where I can step up and do my, you know, I'll do a show. I've done it in the past. Like,
well,
I got my studio up and running good. So
let's play it by ear this next week, because not feeling the greatest. But if I've got a thumbnail,
I know you're not.
If I got a thumbnail in your show on Monday, the odds are we're going to do it. But yeah, I've been feeling pretty funky lately, and I've got a doctor's appointment on the 9th, and hopefully he will help me zero in on what's screwing me up, and we can only hope for the best. So we already know what I'm dealing with. Anyway, this has been great. Thank you, Jody. Feel better, Oz. I appreciate that. Thank you, Vic. I appreciate that too. Everybody, you guys are the best. And we've got about 2 minutes. Shanda, do you want to say anything else?
I just want to thank everybody for the amazing birthday wishes. You guys have been awesome. You supported me through the hardest year of my life. Actually, the hardest year of my life. I can't say it enough. And this community picked me up. You rallied around me. You carried me. And I'm so thankful that I have you. And that's why I continue to push hard. And you guys make me stronger for it. So much love to everybody. I hope you're having a good Memorial Day weekend, whether you're celebrating it, whether you see it for the atrocity that it is, you know, just spend time with family, because family's so important. You don't, you know, tomorrow's never promised, and you just got to find the good things in life. And you guys are the good things in life, I got to tell you. So Shanda will win. Thank you, Kit. And you guys tune into Heartlands Media. Heartlands Media airs just before my show on Mondays, so you get a double header if you tune in over there at Heartlands Media.
Yeah, Kit, you doing one Monday? It's a holiday. I don't know if you're doing one or not.
Good holiday show.
Yeah, good holiday show. Anyway, we're going to go out with a little AC/DC.
Nice.
From our friend of the show, Daria. And I know Daria she's got the pipes. She's just not all about looks. She has got the talent, and she nails it.
She looks too, man.
Yeah, some of the guys get a little bit excited. I can't get excited like that anymore. I might stroke out. So yeah, she's something else. But she's got the pipes, and the band's damn good too. So have a safe weekend, everybody. Stay safe.
Yes.
Stay healthy.
Don't let the popo get you.
And don't eat any of this damn food with all the preservatives in it, because that's what got me to where I'm at today, is eating preservative stuff. It goes right to your prostate, guys. So we're out of here on that note, talking about Oz's prostate.
See you Monday morning.
Hope you enjoy this outro. It was great. It was a lot of fun making it. See you later.
Season ticket on a one-way ride. It's
Yes, I'm back.